Hey Marco. Hey. Hmm. Okay. So let's discuss a few problems. Let's discuss a few problems. Okay. Many of you have seen the photos on social media already. Um, so the front is looking nice, but we have work to do. Let me explain first the good sides and then the bad sides. It does look pretty okay. The position of the grill relative to the rest of the car is good, especially in relation to where the fender line is. That's all good. And of course, the mechanism for the hidden lights also works as intended, which is good. However, let me focus your attention on this. See, when I go up the mechanism, it bumps into the fender. Uh, and this is because I've tried over the weekend. I had time and I tried numerous alternatives alternatives to the mechanism, and what we have here is optimal. It cannot be improved in terms of geometry. It cannot be improved. Um, However, when sliding up and down, of course, it bumps into the fender here. And at the same time, if we look at the car from the side view, no matter what I do, this is straight. And this is not supposed to be straight. Since we had made such a good attempt at the rear, we have to do something here. Um, and I've taken, I looked at numerous pictures of chargers. And what we need to do is we need to raise this part by half a stud. And then when this comes down here, it'll be slightly sloped down. And when it's slightly sloped down, it's gonna be raised up enough here that first the mechanism this mechanism is gonna have enough room to not collide with it, and at the same time it's gonna be sloped down a little bit, just like in the real car. And this is a subtle thing, but it's gonna make such a difference. Um, the more I look at pictures of the real charger, the more I see that this is really necessary. Um, so we are going to try to attempt this today. Okay. how do we raise this part by half a stud? It has to be like it is out, and it has to be raised by half a stud. This is something I have not thought about. I just know it has to be raised by half a stud. The rear is raised by one stud. Rear is raised by one stud. The front needs to be lower, but there needs, as much as I mean, more. The more I look at pictures, the more I see that it needs to be raised a little bit to give it, that double Coke, the Coke bottle design. Because right now the front fenders are just, they are hanging thereabouts. They're not really, their shape is not really good. Let's put it like that. And there's a lot to be improved. So how do we raise this by half a stud? That's the $1,000,000 question here. Half a stud, raising half a stud, and it needs to be where it is. But we have some freedom. We do have some freedom. We can move it. We can move the raised part to the front a little bit. Who the fuck is this? All right. To disable notifications. Otherwise, this is gonna ring all the time. Okay. We can move this support, so it's basically supporting, just the way I see it, can be over here. So this guy, this tile, can be the raised ones. And at the same time, I want to prevent it from sagging, because now it's sagging down. So we need to make some sort of support on the inside as well, so it doesn't sag. Okay. These are, I mean, we're being modest here. We don't want much. Well, other than everything. So let me see. We're gonna do this before we do anything here. We're gonna do this on a lift arm. Don't want to pull everything apart and then there's gonna be nothing out of it. So let me just, I don't know, find a few parts that might be of use, and then let's see if any of them can produce results. So half a stud up, half a stud. Wait a minute. Half a stud, we said. Half a stud and then half a stud out. Okay. The half a stud up, it should not be such a problem, because we have, come on, we have these guys, and half a stud out should also be achievable by them, right? So what if we do it like this? So see, this produces half a stud up and half a stud out. right? Okay. I mean, I'm semi-convinced. Okay, but when now that we have this option, the other problem is we need to find flex tubes of the appropriate length, because the flex tubes that we have here, see, they do not go through them, and we don't want to modify them. So one flex tube comes to it, and the other one goes then from here on. So we need to find flex tubes of appropriate length, or ones that are short enough. Now these are the only ones I'm left with. So I don't know. These will have to do. I don't have. Wait. Ah, the black ones are shorter. Okay, these are the shortest then. These are the shortest. Okay. Let's take the black ones, because the bottom one can be the same one that it is now. Oh yeah, the E30 touring shirt. Yeah, I wear it. I don't wear it often enough, so I decided to put it on. Okay. Um. So this is, well, it's one stud too long as it is now. So if we want it to be long enough, then we need to move it back. Okay, so if it's here, then it's long enough. Then it's long enough. And this would mean that the slope it produces is also going to be not so steep, which is going to be nice. And then from here on, we also want to use a flex tube. So if it goes to here, we want to use one that goes till the end, like this. Okay, so the length of the flex tubes is kind of set. Do I have another one? God damn it. Now the problem is going to be I don't have two. I do. Okay. Okay, I have two of each. Problem solved. Right? The bottom one we can do differently, but the top one is the most important one. Okay, so let's rip this part, this side apart, and see what we can come up with. Yeah, no, right now it's flat, and I don't want it to be flat. It needs to be slightly bent upwards, and let's see if we can achieve that. Some tweaks are going to be required still, but let's see. It's not rocket science. It's not difficult to put it back together. So even if we completely dismantle it, and we won't, because we have like 50 of these more. So I'm gonna just put this off, set it to side, and use a completely different set of them to make the part that we need, so that we can put this back on if we don't succeed. Like so. Always have a backup plan. Okay. Right. So the first one needs to be the same. So, I mean the same. Almost the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Oh my god. Okay. I don't think we have that many. I may have bought too many, you know, but you never know when they might come handy. Now that we discovered this technique. Okay. 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 So now we need to fix it so that this guy attaches here. And now let's see how we can do that. And I thought I thought it out so well. No, we're changing stuff again. Okay, so here it needs to be like a square. I really don't want this to move in this direction. I managed to prevent this on the other side, but I cannot use this technique here. And there's not enough room for something else. Oh, how I hate when this happens. There is a solution. It's looking me in the eye. Of course. Of course. It's so simple. It is so simple. Our little friend. There we go. There we go. Problem solved. Okay. Next problem. How the fuck do we mount these? Looks fine here. The problem is they are slipping out. I don't want that. So what? It's 1, 2, 3. 4 is here. 4 is here. That's unfortunate. Because if 4 is here, how the fuck do I mount? How the fuck do I mount them? 4 can't be here. Can't. When if 4 is here, I have no way to mount this. There's no way to mount this. Let's see, how much space do we have front? Okay. So in the worst case scenario, we can have it here. This would allow to mount it tire clearance is poor. Tire clearance is very poor. So I'm thinking of basically omitting this part of the lift arm here in this position and rethinking these, because this is definitely gonna bump into the tire. Yeah, that's no go. That's a no go. Come on. Every time destroy half the car. Get stuff out. Okay. But you know, this isn't so necessary. I mean, we need to put some reinforcement back here, but we have some freedom. Some freedom, because the hood we can make as narrow or as wide as we like. You know, we have leeway here, so that's not such a big deal. So we can experiment here. Okay, so we do not want. Let me reinstall this. So just so we know where it needs to be. So in our case, then we're gonna have to mount it half a stud. Yeah, like that, and then up. And here we can have enough tire clearance. Hey Felix, sup? My God, no! But then, shit. Then we have too little room for the hood. This is so frustrating. Wait a minute. Do we have some exotic parts that we could use for these occasions? I don't know. And this is half a stud. Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. I think I had one more exotic part that could fit this occasion. Yeah, no. That's not gonna be it. Okay. Let's see. So this part raises it half a stud. Damned shocks. Which damned shocks? Where the fuck did you see damned shocks? You mean these? These are not for suspensions. These are completely useless for suspensions. They are just there to lift hoods and stuff like that. They are not meant for suspensions. And besides, in my infinite wisdom, some times ago, I destroyed them all. They're all cut because I wanted the springs. So they are useless. Completely useless. Okay. So this is limiting suspension travel. Well, not that there's much suspension travel left. Okay, so we are gonna use this, and we're gonna make bump stops for the suspension, so it cannot compress further, because that's already as low as it goes in the front. Yeah, that's already as low as it goes. Yeah, okay. We're gonna make bump stops, so this is okay. So we can make 2 of them here, like that. Yeah, like here. No, they're not good, because not only they lift it up by half a stud, they also offset it by half a stud. The rage. I want my half stud. So this is neutral. This, yeah, this would be half. No, this would be also neutral. Wait. Half a stud would be, yeah, like this. But then we don't get, nah. Problem is that the Technic beams and system plates do not help us here at all, because we want to mount these. We want to mount these, and how do we do that to Technic beams? Just doesn't go. Shit. It's the half stud increments that are the problem. I mean, going out half a stud is not such a big deal. Going up is the bigger problem. Because out we can do many things. There's options, but up. But I guess. I mean, it all depends on our definition of legal. There are some options that we could explore. So let's put this back together. Somehow I think this is gonna be all right. I have an idea. How we can have our cake and eat it too. Not sure if we are all gonna agree on it, but it's worth a try. Come on. Yeah. I mean, I think it'll be okay the way I imagine it. Now the only question is which part I'm gonna use here. Which part I am going to use here? I think one, two. So basically my idea here would be we use this and then we use another one to offset this perhaps it's not at the exact place that we want. Either we place them together or apart, doesn't matter really. We can do both. But I mean, this gives us much more options than this. But just how we're going to do this? 1, 2. Okay. So 1, 2. If we do it like we did on the other side, yeah, but we can't. So it's not 1, 2, it's 3. It needs to be 3 because they're gonna be one stud apart. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Of all of the parts, I take the wrong one, and there was just one of these in here. So I'm gonna make it mixed colors because, you know. Okay. So in the meantime, I'm gonna do my version just so I can see if it even works. Okay. God damn it. So this is, this is why this stream is not for children. God, I curse. Nah. I hate Bricklink sellers that package stuff like this. Okay. Taking a look at it in just a moment. Okay, so this would be half a stud up, half a stud out. This would make it kinda perfect. Yeah. Okay, now let's see. Let's see. Where did you send it? On Facebook? Come on, Facebook. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at yours anyway, because maybe I get an idea to make it even better. This is by no means the final word. I just need to let it refresh. It's taking its time, being Facebook and all. I'm really curious how this section is gonna pan out. If the half a stud is gonna be enough for us to clear this, because you cannot see it, but in exactly this position here, it's like half a millimeter above the plane. If above this plane, see, if I put this on exactly here, it bumps against it, and just slightly, see, slightly, it pulls it up, and then it's okay. So we don't need much, we just need it here. Yeah, exactly. And I like this. Sometimes the stream produced, chat produced really good ideas, which we incorporated into the car. So come on, Facebook, that's taking way too long. Which product? Which parts? I don't know what what's it all about. Oh, Facebook, my God, what's happening here? This is taking so long to reload. Okay. Yep. She's ours. Come on! Good God. Facebook is still loading, so let's have some patience. Ever since they introduced the new design, things are so slow. My God. Uh, Dan, do you have a Telegram? Because Telegram is so much better than using Facebook Messenger or whatever this is. I use Telegram for basically all my communication needs. Telegram and Viber. Would you believe that I still don't see your message? This is incredible. There is one new message, but I don't see it. Dan, can you send it to my Telegram? Because I don't see it on Facebook. Where would you use you mean these beams, or which ones? You mean this ones? 3/4 pins and 3L pins with 2L axle. Uh, Now I see it. Wait, it took that long to show up? God. Yeah, we don't have room to install this. Amorti, what do you mean? What do you mean? I cannot picture what you just said. I mean, I know you mean this, but I cannot mount this anywhere. Um, Still, I don't see how it would be installed. I don't see it. I mean, this is okay. We need to, this is already at the edge of where the suspension is. So this is fine. We're gonna make a bump stop that will prevent these to collide anyway. You know, and we can always redesign this. So I'm happy with this as it is now. We can redesign this. Send me pictures if for of your idea, but this is not important right now. We are going to probably redesign this at one point to make it more elegant. But right now, I would like to see how this pans out further to the front, because that's the main idea behind this. First, to give the fender more shape, and a second, to create slightly more space here in the front for our mechanism to have room to move. And this is what's really of big interest to me right now. So, spacer here. There's so much detail work that's still needed, but first we need the rough shape, and then we move on. God, I have to tell people that to stop bothering me because I'm in a stream. Ah, that's what I get for opening this, Facebook here. Okay. Okay. Is it focusing? Are we focusing? Yeah, we're focusing. Okay. Now the interesting part. So we are okay. That's good. That's good. So we can have another small detailed improvement here. We can use this guy here. Yeah. The steering column is just the way it needs to be, because the big gear is here precisely so it gears it down, so that the steering is more realistic and easier. If this was any different, then you would have a much harder time steering the car. So that's fine. Okay. So this is gonna be like, like that. I need more pins again. Okay. Nico, you see my shirt for the first time. Did I not wear it before? In your presence? I guess I didn't. Okay. Come on. Come on. Oh. I mean, at least I know it's in there good. Okay. So we have a slight upwards trajectory here, and it's okay. So the tire, even at full compression, it clears the fender, I guess. Um, guess. I'm not convinced, as you may see. I mean, it's all right like this. It's still rubbing. It's still rubbing. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm tempted to do? And I'm tempted to do the same as we did in the rear and go a full stud out instead of just half a stud. Full stud out, but the problem is that in the rear we have more room. Here in the front it's all a bit tight. But why is this not a problem on the other side? Why the fuck? Or is it? No, we do have the same problem on the other side. The wheels, when at full compression, are kind of rubbing, or are they? No, it's fine. It's fine. Doesn't matter. It's fine. We'll deal with it later. But I think it's fine. We can always adjust some things in the suspension and whatever. I think it's fine. Okay, so let's continue our journey to the front. So now we are half a stud higher here than we were before, which is good. Okay, how do we mount this here? Okay, now the mounting point here. We have, you see, we need to mount this guy somehow. Or alternatively, we move this mounting point see, either we move this mounting point one stud to the front, or we somehow engineer something here. Yeah, here, it's easier. I already know what. Yeah, as we explored in the stream where we tried to build a front suspension with a drive, the problem is with the CV joints. The CV joints that Lego has do not allow us to make any kind of steering angle. So that was quickly abandoned. Hello, Hequeen. How are you? Lights are fine. Okay. Okay, this is looking good. Now we need to somehow mount this in a way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. I think we can safely disassemble our previous attempt because we need parts. Okay. But okay, and here we use the same technique as before. Here we're gonna use this guy. Okay. September. Holy shit. What the fuck is September? Okay. This looks much better than on the other side, I must admit. Okay. Let's now find a way to fix this. It still makes contact, but not anymore. Okay. So we need to somehow make sure it stays like this. And like this. So slightly further inwards. And upwards. Do we have a chance? Yeah, we do have a chance. We do have a chance. So here, because it's under tension, it's no longer flush with the bumper. It's like half a stud inwards. Okay, 100 studs. That's quite long. That's quite a lot of bricks that are gonna go into this build. Okay, so half a stud, and at the same time, again one of these challenges. So we need half a stud, and it needs to be angled even. Oh shit. You know what are we trying to achieve here? Let me show you. So what we are trying to achieve here is that this guy needs to be like this. See? And for this we need to somehow force it to be in this position. Which I'm willing to do. I just need to see where I'm going to attach it. Because I don't want this to flop around. So it needs to be attached here somehow. And maybe up here. Somehow. But I think it's going to be here. And then we're going to attach it here after the attachment. So here, after the point where our floppy friend comes up. Yeah. So here and here. And this should prevent it from, from twisting. Yeah. But I don't know how yet. I don't know how. Let's think about something. Well, obviously we're gonna have to do something on the support for the grill surround, or yeah, basically our only option. Yeah, let's do the top one first. The top one I am going to install in the same plane as this, so that it starts to slope down from here on. So it's gonna be here, but it's gonna be already one stud inwards. So it's here. Okay. What's our our tools. So half a stud up. Half a stud up is okay, so we can use this. We can use this. We're here. Okay. And we use... No, wait, we can't use this. We cannot use this. Wait a minute. No, I don't have any black ones anymore, so light bluish gray will have to do. Doesn't matter, since we have blue anyway. So if we do something like this, this would work. Where are you? This would work. But the problem is then we get sloppy in this direction. That's the difficulty here. How do we prevent it from flapping? Because it needs to be fixed. That's what we have to work with. So if I use this, then it can flap. Don't want that. I cannot put anything on this, sadly. Can put something on this, but I have to be wise about it. For example, I can enhance it like this. And then I can have this guy here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. But now what? Now what? I want it to be here. See here. How do I mount something here? What, cat? You want food again? You want food again? Oh god. Mr. Cat. Hungry cat. He'll have to wait till the end of the stream, sadly. Okay, so we could remove this guy, but then we have a problem here because this is then not supported. And we want it to be, it to be here actually. Needs to be here at the very end. If this was an axle hole, this would be ideal. This would be ideal. What we could do, we could extend this. If we extend this, we have a chance. I think. Maybe. Then we have, I mean, this hole is useless because of the connector. This hole is okay, and this, we have this hole. And this might be it. Yeah. Yeah, we can work with that. We can work with that. We can work with that. Whatever. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I need to remove the whole thing. Jesus. Okay. Off it goes into the abyss. Yeah. God. How are you so stubborn? There we go. Yeah, okay. Let's leave this out. Okay. So now we can put this one in here. And what are we gonna use here? Something else here. So it's fixed. Let's use this. Okay. No, that's not okay. Most of the work is with the tiny details. The big stuff is done really quick. Okay, let's go with this. It's not perfect, but right now I just want geometry, and then we're gonna deal with the fiddly stuff. Well, this is fiddly stuff, but yeah. The fuck? How? All right. One stud further down the line. Mm. Oh, of course. Of course. Okay. Now it goes down. How does this look? Let me see. I can tell you that a lot better than the other side. This looks a lot better than before. Much better. Now let's see what the mechanism says. That's the shit. Doesn't make contact anymore. Well, on this side, yes, but we don't care about that. Here, we don't have contact anymore. And this is important. Now we need to make the other stuff. Now this is the reference from which we angle it down. And now we need to make this corner. And I think well, obviously we are going to put a lift arm here, angle it down, and something. Well, the lift arm is gonna be here. Here. It's gonna go down here. Okay, now we have room for the attachment of the lift arm. I'm just gonna use this. And the attachment is gonna be this in the middle. Smack dab in the middle. Like this. Yep. That's alright. You take care of your babies. Babies are more important than the stream. So 1, 2. So how would I make basically a connector like this? I would need something like this. Something like this. Is there a way? Because this would be perfect. Oh my god. Cat, what are you doing? Oh my god. Look at him. Look. Mit. What? Oh god. Just looking at parts. What would be appropriate for that? Don't know if I have a part like that. Probably have to improvise. God. And if we could use like axles here, we could use axles, that would be perfect, but we can't. So basically to connect this to this needs to be half a stud offset. What if what if we yeah, we have. What if we do something different? What if we go this way? Yeah, then. Oh god. We're so close. And the car is giving us again a challenge. See, if we have it like this is perfect. But we cannot have it like this. What? But I'm not gaining anything if I do what you say. I still need to move this half a stud this way. I mean, one other way would be if I do, I don't know, stunt like this, you know, like this. But then again, see, then I have the challenge again, how to mount it. Where do I mount it? Please do, please do. I am all ears. Because this is looking good. This is really looking good. This is gonna be very, very nice. If we don't fuck this up, this could be really nice. Mm. Mhm. Yep, that half a stud is the problem. I know, I know. That is the fucking problem. now that I see it, it could be half a stud more up. And if this is the case, wait a minute. Let me try something myself. Evening, dear T. What? Let's see. Which part is this? 18651. Yeah, no, but this part isn't really helping here. What I would probably want to do, just to test something. Let me see. Just want to test my theory. No. Okay. One more idea. Oh, you're new here. We are building a Dodge Charger. We are building a Dodge Charger. Come on. Okay. And while we're doing it, we are cursing, as we do on this channel. Cursing when things don't go our way. Okay. Okay. Yes. This is great. This is great. There's now one other challenge here, but we're gonna solve it. We're gonna solve it by doing 1, 2. Oh God. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna solve it like this. Okay, it's not as simple as it looks. It's never as simple as it is usually. Oh yeah. Okay, this, from my perspective here, this looks so much better than the other side. It has room. So much better. Oh my God. Yeah, that's perfect. Let me just do one more thing, and then let me show you how this actually looks. This looks so nice. So nice. Now I'm gonna fake this one here in, just for the looks. Okay. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. Okay. So I direct comparison now. What? Okay, we need to work a little bit on this because it's slightly, it's being pulled up. That's why it's looking a little bit comical. But yeah, you can see that now we have shape. Now we have a very nice shape, the shape that a charger as well has. So the double Coke bottle, where no line is straight. Before it was just too straight. And if you look from the front as well, I don't know how visible it is, but this looks much more tucked in than this. This looks way too open. It looks too open, and at the same time, it leaves not enough space for our. You can see how now this side moves, this side doesn't. See? Because here we have enough space now. Yeah, that's what we want. Enough space for it to move, and that's been achieved. I love this mechanism. Now imagine, of course, I need to buy all of the thin lift arms here in dark bluish gray, and this is going to be a very nice contrast. These two guys, I think I should also get number 5 connectors. These are number 4. Focus, thank you. These are number 4. The 5 ones will probably look better. I need to find a solution for this somehow. Maybe do it a little bit differently than it is now. But yeah, this looks super nice. Super nice. And also you can see from the top that here this guy is straight. This guy now goes slightly toward the front, just like in the real car. For that concave grille. As much as we can do it. Really nice. And of course, I need to show you something that I discovered actually yesterday. Come on. I discovered yesterday by accident, not that I was terribly surprised, but a great feature of the front of the car. Because, you know, this is all one piece. Our front clip. And of course, now we need to design a mechanism that's going to allow us to open these from the interior, so from inside of the car. I'm so excited. I love this. I really like the charger. And now this looks like the real car. You can see, just like in the real car, how much the fenders actually protrude up in front of the engine bay. This is exactly the same as in the real car as well. So the engine bay, the structure here ends, and then the fenders extend. Yeah, I was thinking about bevel gears. Yeah, some bevel gears, and then an axle that goes basically along the rail somehow here, and then exits somewhere here. I don't know, somehow like that. Um, that would be ideal. Not sure. Well, there is room for bevel gears, I guess. I can place a bevel gear here, and then another axle somewhere here. I don't know. There's actually not a lot of room for this. Not enough room for an axle. That's the issue. Uh, so I don't know how I'm gonna solve this. Well, we can try to solve this now. We have nothing better to do. No. The real car uses vacuum stuff, I think. Um, no. No, it doesn't have to be in the middle, but you know, uh, the problem is, you see, we have an opportunity here, but there's no way for axles. I mean, for gears. We can place a gear here and a gear here going to the cockpit, but here, this mechanism, maybe we can do this with levers. We can connect these two with levers, and then have just this part from here on go by axle. So we would have an axle and bevel gears here going backward, and here would be just a lever, if you know what I mean. We could have, like, I don't know, let me just make myself a longer axle. No, so I can stick it through here, and then I don't know, we place this guy here, you know, and it can push it, something like this. That's not gonna be it. No, here we have space for gears. I think. Well, I don't know. We can place gears somewhere. Let's mount this back into the car. What the fuck? Oh, of course. While we are here, let's modify everything for the other side as well. Might as well do it while we're at it. Yeah. Just fall down, bitches. What a three. Please lift down here. So inept here. To be honest, I have not really explored Tatra mechanisms, but I've seen enough people do it successfully with some really nice solutions. So I don't know. I think I even saw it on Brickshelf. There were people on Brickshelf that did it. So let's insert our front clip back on. It's actually pretty heavy. It's heavier than I anticipated. Okay. I buy my Lego parts on Bricklink. All of them, except Lego sets. I buy them in different areas or whatever. I cannot help you there. I'm very unfamiliar with Tatras. Never really. I mean, I like the mechanisms in Tatras, but you know, never really got into building a Tatra. Okay. There is another area where this could work. Okay. See, we have, I don't know how much you can see it. Yeah, there we go. We have a hole here that actually is pretty close to this. So we can have a lever connecting these two, and then the gears can be here on the outside in the wheel well. Not sure. What do we need to do? We need to go down. Maybe. Let me see if I can mount the camera here. Like that. No. 8-tooth gears are not gonna do it here. A lever would be kinda. Problem is we have like 3 studs difference here. It's, you see, it's come on. It's like this is 1 stud, 2 studs, and then the actual axle is then the third stud away. If it was just 2 studs, then it would the 8-tooth gears would be fine. But like this, it's not viable, because here, even if we have an 8 stud gear here, the problem is that lights are in the way here, so we cannot get the axle anywhere out. It's a good idea. It's a good idea, but we don't have the room here. And if we use larger gears, like 16-tooth gears, that would actually be the solution. Holy smokes. DRT, even though the 8-tooth gear idea was crap, the gear idea that you just mentioned is actually brilliant. I love it. See, chat is so useful with developing this car. That's why it's our car. Everybody is contributing ideas to it. So, what we are gonna do, since it's 3 studs that we need to move, we are gonna use a 16-tooth gear on this axle, and then here in the chassis, another axle with a 16-tooth gear is coming, going through the bulkhead, and then an axle is gonna go somewhere. I don't know, but let's explore this idea. It's the best idea I've heard so far. How does this go apart? I forgot. It's very simple actually. Yeah, okay. So this and this. Yeah, okay. You go first, because you always just disconnect. There we go. There we go. Ah, yes, this one goes first. Then we can disconnect this. There we go. Okay. So I would perhaps like to have this as close to here as possible. So we have like 5 and 3 is 8 and another 5 is 13. Okay, so we're going to go here. So 8 and 5. So 5er and then 8. Fiver. I mean the 8. And this. On this side we have the 5er. There. Just have to make sure that these are flush. Otherwise, you always get some binding. Perfect. Okay. So now that we have this, we're gonna have an axle going through here. Now let's see what it needs to be. I'm just gonna remove this so we have better view. Okay. So okay, the plane is right. Then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So since not a lot of force is actually required to open the blinds, we can allow ourselves to not use much of a support. So I don't know, you know, this should be fine, I guess. I mean, we could use something, I don't know, maybe. We can use like this guy. Then Yeah, this is better. Okay. And on the other side, I'm going to remove the entire fender because I need to make it the same as on the other side anyway. So we don't really need it in this form. Okay, so this comes up here. Let's see. Okay. Let me just check something in the interior of the car. If I can poke into the firewall somewhere here. Yep. See? This is where we can have it, I guess. And we can have a cardan joint running here, attaching here somewhere. Yep. I think that's gonna work. This should work. Not a lot of force is required here. That's a good thing. But this guy needs to be a 6, I think. This guy needs to be a 6. You'll go back in. So what's the situation here? Basically, we would go from this hole here, and we gonna have to, at one point here, we're gonna have to use a cardan joint somewhere here to offset it by 2 studs, and then we go inside. And inside we can have just, you know, a simple lever. You turn it, the blinds go up. This is how we should do it, I think. This is how we should do it. And at the same time, I'm gonna modify this the same way we had it on the other side while we're in here. Well, you know what it means, of course, but this is a long story from middle school, where me and my friends were like joking how where do I have this part? How I don't get jokes and stuff like that, and then of course the name kind of stuck. Okay, another obstacle to overcome. So once this is in place, it's impossible for us to have a gear there. Damn. Okay, so we need to modify this support so that the support is coming here in the middle, so there's gonna be room, basically the gear would be exactly here, you know. And since we cannot have a gear while this is here, we have to modify this support so that the gear can, so that these guys are supported here and that this stud here is free, so that we can have a gear there. Hope. Let's see. What if I take this away? Mount this. And then mount this. This is working, of course. And now I want to have a gear there. Like, I don't know. Like this. See? This is a good place to have gear. Yes. Place to have gear. Can I get away with putting this on? Yes, I can. That's good. That is good. So we can have our gear here. There's enough room for this. Ho ho ho! Very nice. Very nice. This is gonna be so nice. I'm so excited. I love this. I love it when things go to plan. Yeah. Okay. Okay, there we need something else, but no biggie. I'm gonna use this and that. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. So now we remove this, and add this. You are gonna see in a moment why. I am building a Dodge Charger. Go. Are we still happy? Are we still happy? We ought to be. I don't know. I don't know. Are we still happy? Let's see. We're not as happy as we were. Not as happy as we were. So half a stud, you say? We're gonna complicate by half a stud. Oh god! Oh, that's half a stud. You know, the thing is, I'll show you in just a second. So, if this, damn it. So if this, you see, was half a stud, the mounting point for this axle was half a stud, this would be so damn perfect. Unfortunately, I don't know how to mount it half a stud away. Not in a way that would make it sturdy. Always this. Always the same. Pesky half stud. Makes you kinda angry. Makes you kinda angry that Lego doesn't have more half a stud offset options in studless building. If I build it one stud further away, it's too far away. Then it's already interfering with our wheel in extreme angles, I think. Let's revisit it. Where did it go? Oh, there. No, it's a 68 charger, not a 78. The 78 charger, I don't even want to comment how crap the 78 charger was. I think the 78 charger was already a Mitsubishi clone by the time they had lost the plot. So I think the 76 was the last year of our real charger. I don't know. I mean, this is okay. It's on the edge, you know, on the edge. Nah, the problem is it's interfering with the ball joint. It's interfering with the ball joint. So basically, what we need to do is we need to go from here and go up and then down. So it's gonna be cardan joint clusterfuck, literally. But you know what can we do? We're gonna make one support here, and then we go with two cardan joints up and two cardan joints down and out. This is the best way I can think of. So there will be four cardan joints here. My God. Just so we uh, are not in the way of the suspension. Um, let's do it. I don't know what else to say. Um, I don't know what else to say. Or can we do it differently? I wonder. There's no room for 8-tooth gears, unfortunately. But we need to do what? Whirl gear? No whirl gear. We want the action to be instant, not slow. We want the headlights to open, pop, to pop. That's the whole idea. Um, what's our time? Holy shit! Yeah, we're nearing the end of the stream. Um, no. Whirl gear is absolutely not the answer. But again, tight spaces require tight solutions. Um, you know what? One other, um, idea would be, just like Haquin said. Um, what about flex tubing? You know, we Lego still uses flex tubing, right? I still have flex tubing. With flex tubing, we can basically do the whole thing mechanically. You just pull a lever and the lights open. That would be perfect. Then we can avoid all of this shenanigans. Just make the lever go up. I mean the tubing go up here, in here, mount it somewhere here, and then you just pull it. That is absolutely doable. Let me get out. Let me get my box with flex tubing. Let's see what we have. So we can basically use many different mechanisms. Always using just one mechanism to do things is boring. Well, unfortunately, I don't have much, and it's not really that long. But I remember I had much longer stuff. Why don't I have this? I didn't use it anywhere. What the fuck? Where did it go? I had like a piece that was this long, and it would be ideal for this. Where is it? No, it's here. It's here. Ah, it's here. It's here. It's here. There we go. Ah, perfect. That piece is perfect. This is just the right length. Yeah, it's been through hard times. Uh, yeah, I really like to mix it up if I can. Mix it up a little bit. Use different mechanisms. Just like we used in the doors, for example, we have a different mechanism for closing the doors. There's a completely different mechanism for closing the trunk. The mechanism for closing the hood is gonna be different again, simply because it has to be different of practical reasons. You know, um, so variety is the spice of life. That's what I always say. So you have to keep it interesting. Well, Lego plays it safe. You have to understand. Lego plays it extremely safe. Just no experiments. Well, I don't really have a long flex tube, a long hard flex tube that I could use. I have just these pieces, which, well, since this doesn't require a lot of force, they should be okay. But you know, I should order a long piece or something. Wait and see. Wait and see. Some people already know how we're gonna do it. It's really not that difficult. So, our lever. Let's see. What do we need? 2 studs is enough, I guess. 2 studs is enough. Um, hmm. Okay. Now that we know this, maybe we can keep our existing mounting point. Oh, it's so Yeah, I know what you mean. Uh, Lots of stuff could be solved very simply, and instead of adding too much complexity for few functions, rather add more functions. You can have the complexity, just add more functions. That's what Lego doesn't understand. Don't have just two functions. Have five functions. I mean, it's easy to do. What was your idea? I am listening. So basically, wait, which direction do we have to turn in order to open them? That's what I want to know. So we pull, okay, we pull. Hmm? Okay. However, one small modification. There we go. Yeah, I still have the car, but it needs a lot of work since the crash. There we go. I am very thankful for your idea. This idea actually solved a lot of problems. Okay. Now just looking at possibilities where to mount the supports. So one support is here. One is here. On. Yeah. Everything. I bought a second car in Germany. That's gonna be the donor for the body. Since the body from the my car is fucked, and the donor car needs a few welding stuff, welding things to be done to it. And after that is done, the donor car is going to be painted in the same color as my original car, and then everything else will be swapped over. This is going to happen in spring, basically. I don't know. I omitted the washers a bit, or the what's they called, the bushes, the small bushes, exactly, because I'm not really sure they would look good. But you can try it with them. Okay. Oh my god, this is gonna work. This is gonna be beautiful. Come on. Okay. Ah, okay. This one is the wrong type. Hmm. Haha! Haha! This works! This fucking works! Who would have thought? Joaquin, thank you very much for the idea. I think this is perfect. And we didn't even have to modify basically anything, which is even better. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Huh. Okay. Slight snag. Slight snag here. No rubber bands is necessary. It stays in either position. Only thing that I will have to do, as you can see here, the gears need to be further to the center, because right now here the gear is basically making contact with this, and yeah, there's no way to move it, I think. Let's see. Can I move anything anywhere? Maybe. Yeah, I actually can. I can play this guy would be then this guy. So I need to, in order for this to fit in this manner, I need to move this guy to, well, fuck no. That's not gonna be possible either. No, it needs to be here. I need to move the gears to the center. There's not a way. Yeah, the gear needs to be in the center. Otherwise, this isn't gonna fly. So yeah, so the problem is that our dear gear here is making contact with the support for the grill, and so the best position for the gear is in the middle. That's how it is. No biggie. Well, it doesn't have to be middle, the exact middle, but you know. So this can now be a 4 again. And you can be a 9er. Okay. I am so tired, I am going to sleep like a baby. I'm probably gonna drink a liter of water after the stream is done. And then I'm gonna drop dead in bed. But I want to see this first. I want to see my mechanism, our mechanism work. Then I can sleep. Okay. So now this is not interfering with the gear anymore. Very nice. No interference. And now we need to move the other gear 2 studs further to the inside. And at the same time, I think we should make the axle through. This would be best. If we make the axle go through, this is gonna be absolutely fantastic. So it needs to be what? An 8 and a 7, I think. Is it an 8 and a 7? No, it's not an 8 and a 7. It's an 8 and it's a 7 and a 6, I think. There is gonna be an engine in the engine bay. Can you imagine? So 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Yep, that's our idea. Just like Marco said, we're gonna do, what the fuck? Ah, it needs to be like a tenor. And we're gonna have this guy here. I think if we do it like this, yes, this is gonna fly. Yeah. 1.9 TDI, of course. Dodge Charger Balkan Edition. Bosnia Special. Or whatever. I mean, these are common everywhere in the Balkans. Come on. Work with me. Okay. I need a lever here. Some sort of lever eventually. But this is gonna be in the next episode. There we go. There we go. Who said it cannot be done? No. I don't like superchargers. They destroy the beautiful lines of the car. Love it. Today was a complete success. So we made the fender, which now clears the blinds for the lights very nicely. Much more room than I anticipated. I need to reproduce the other fender. We did the beautiful mechanism. Let me show it. So there's not much to it. I think I'll leave it with a lever here in the somewhere in the footwell or something, because I even think that these cars had footwell activated lights, I think. And you can clearly see that how much room it has there to pivot. really like it. There's a ton of details that need to be sorted out, but this works beautifully. And the gear doesn't really interfere with the engine bay much. I think it's not gonna be a problem. Shouldn't. So I am calling this a total success. And even this line is making it so looking so much better than before. Tweaks are necessary, of course, but it's looking like a charger, if you ask me. Beautiful. What we need to do, of course, with the suspension, the rear is sagging. Visually, I don't like it. It needs to be higher up. So we need to raise the rear suspension. We know that. I need to do this side. This is uninteresting, so I'll do it off screen. And then in the next stream, so on Wednesday, we are gonna do the hood. We're gonna do the hood, and this is then the last big panel of the exterior. And when this is done, we can start on the engine and the gearbox. So Wednesday hood, Friday we adjust the suspension. So Friday we raise the rear suspension, and if this is done quickly, we move to the engine. Yeah, just remove the lights because they were constantly falling out. I don't know why. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with the hood mechanism. I mean, we need to do hood hinges that are going to be different than the hinges in the rear, of course. The hood is not going to be completely flat. Of course, it needs to somehow follow the contours of the fender here in the front, because of the same reason, because it needs to clear the mechanism. So it has to be, the hood panel, whatever we're gonna use, it has to be angled. I don't know what we're gonna use. Maybe this, maybe something else, maybe I don't know. Maybe maybe we should use even this. I don't know. We are going to experiment. There are options. There are options. The hood closing mechanism will be probably based on the rear. Maybe not. I don't know. The requirements here are different. I don't know where we are going to have the opening latch. I suspect where it's gonna be, but yeah, let's take it one mechanism at a time. So yeah, that's it for today. And Wednesday we continue. By Wednesday I'm gonna build the fender. I'm gonna solve a few issues here if I have the time, probably tomorrow. and then we can start with the hood. Yeah, I'll make some pictures of what we made today and post them on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram. And I see you on Wednesday. Check out the LP Power page. Check out my Patreon. Lego isn't cheap. And I see you on Wednesday. God damn it.